Just hearing that like you're not good enough for your own father or your own family, or you're doing something different that can be seen as like disgraceful. I want to be who I am.
I get very discouraged when I feel not accepted or not welcomed.
For me, it would be whenever I would go to like a Hmong event and I not know what people may be saying. I started to learn the Hmong community and learn what people were talking about or saying, you know.
Everyone knew my grandfather in a sense, especially up here. So like going down there and people knowing that you're so-and-so's granddaughter and then having them see that it's not your typical Asian relationship.
I'm a middle child, so I have middle child syndrome. And so therefore, the feeling of being neglected, unseen, and not valued was really real.
Always feeling like, you know, being a mom, that like you just can't ever get it right. And a lot of times in that, it's so easy to feel like I'm just not
like
enough.
going through like a depression and like have like using alcohol and like drugs and all that to like put the pain away, but it still didn't work.
Whenever he drank, he
was
would get
bad.
really aggressive. And like he's like all over the place. Like it'll be really bad, but he's
So
cut
bad.
down on that a lot.
Well, I could tell you that it hurts. Yeah. It hurts like hell because it's very personal to me, you know, because when I started dancing, I know it's, I did it for a girl. I started dancing for a girl and I was trying to get her attention. That's why the dances are so cringy sometimes, because I wasn't thinking about the world seeing it. I was just doing it for her. Every single video I did it for her. So I didn't care about anybody, what anybody think.
I don't know, I just compare myself a lot to a lot of other people, whether that be looks-wise or like talent-wise or, you know, like what they do for a job, like for their job and all that. But wise words from my dad, he said, "I'm disappointed in you," right before I moved up here. But yeah, so.
Đam bông nó chỉ mua đã chỉ bị tao cả tha sai con tự khen Luca tự khen thế sai có tự khen cả muốn nông đi cả giờ luôn nói gì thôi chẳng đi cô yêu sao tao thế cô yêu Chín sáng trái cha tao hao sao cũng mơ vì mua cùng nhau đàn nào ô cả la cả yêu chiều nhớ cả từ khi là đời xa khi chín sao cứ bao căn trái tim mình nhớ từ chỉ trình tròn đau sao cả vì người ấy trong môi bên lưu cả yêu theo tao sao kỳ lưu ta lấy cần lưu sẽ nhỉ
Not used to being open, especially being vulnerable to someone or trusting someone enough to be vulnerable to. Xiong's like really helped me with that.
Yeah, I think for me is definitely when I became a mom. It's just knowing, like Kheej has just been there to kind of support me and saying that like I don't have to be the perfect mom, but I could just be a good mom for Ember, you know.
Growing up, I was teased about the way I looked, and being with him, the insecurities of not being enough, that was very hard on me, especially when it came to designing clothes and running my business.
As a kid growing up, I was always that fat kid, you know? I was always a chubby kid. I'd always get bullied for it in school sometimes.
I was a really small kid, I was really skinny, and people would make fun of me, call me anorexic, a walking skeleton and stuff like that.
Always being like the big kid around school, and you know, I wasn't really that big, but people just thought I was big. And the way I've overcame that was just playing sports like volleyball, something I really love.
From what someone said to me was that I was like an outsider, and that like really like stuck to me, and like it really like made me want to isolate from everybody else.
In life, everybody have different stories behind their back. But one thing is never put yourself down and keep moving forward.
Anh tư hai tia có chi trong tàu chuột từ hình trong đau cam lòng xe chỉ khỏi đây tâm lòng cho luôn đời yêu ở chiều tàu ở trên đây ta kia chia sẻ vì có cầm một lưu giờ một kia cả sức có chơi qua cả sức kia cả sẽ nhớ yeah kuya u sa ta te kuya mo do khate chỉ sáng trái chặt tao sao không mơ vì mơ cùng nhau đàn nào ở cả cái yêu chiều nhớ cả từ khi làm được xa khi chết xa cuộc bao cánh trái tim nhớ từ khi tranh tròn đau sao cả vì người ấy trong mơ bên nhau cái yêu theo tốt sao khi lưu giờ lấy cần lưu sẽ nhỉ cái yêu chiều nhớ cả từ khi làm được xa khi chết xa cuộc bao cánh trái tim nhớ từ khi tranh tròn đau sao cả vì người ấy trong mơ bên nhau cái yêu theo tốt sao khi lưu giờ lấy cần lưu sẽ nhỉ đâu có từ khi đâu có từ khi vì người ấy trong mơ bên nhau cái yêu theo tốt sao khi lưu giờ lấy cần lưu sẽ nhỉ